Another emerging topic that's out there is the most favored nation pricing. I know it's a little bit early for TuHURA to be thinking about pricing, but you are an executive in a company with three assets that could be on sale in a few years. And just to let our viewers know, the most favored nation pricing would take prices in other developed countries and then apply them to those prices paid in the United States. And as probably most people know, the prices we pay for drugs here is higher than elsewhere. So this creates a risk for launching new products outside the United States. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on how this might affect a company and the way they commercialize their product, both in the United States and outside the United States.
I've had some experience, as you may recall, with at least one of our drug candidates. I was the person who did the defense at NICE, which is the organization in the UK that determines reimbursement and pricing, as well as with GBA in Germany, et cetera. So I think where the whole field is moving or trying to move is in the whole health economic outcome perspective, right? They used to call quality adjusted life years. So what value does your drug add? And the value is now being equated with regards to outcomes. So if you have a response rate, and there's 9 other drugs that have a response rate, but the response is of short duration, the drug may be approved, but what's the ultimate benefit if it's a surrogate endpoint? Doesn't mean it won't get reimbursed. The question is at what prices get reimbursed. If you are truly adding and driving value to a patient outcome, and I know this, probably the most challenging environment has been the UK for drug reimbursement. And I think they are also kind of the reference for a good portion of the European Union. In terms of other countries, will just draft off of their opinions in terms of pricing. So I think that's going to become probably a more important aspect of your drug development plan when you look at a target product profile for a compound. Me-toos are not going to be competitively priced in the United States because they won't be competitively priced in Europe. Particularly the UK is probably going to be the common denominator. And so I think that's really what's driving the development in terms of endpoints, et cetera. So for example, in Merkel cell, if you have 50% more of those patients respond, that's good. Is that going to yield a premium price overseas versus here in the US? Maybe not. If that translates into an improvement in an endpoint that is clinically meaningful, like progression-free survival, then it will plug into their formula the way you would want it to, that would at least justify the right pricing, i.e. the premium pricing that that product would deserve in Europe and here in the US. So I think that's the direction that pharma companies are starting to look.